This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio. In the studio. Actually, it used to be the gallery. I've got a 12 by 16 inch canvas and some mead and black paint standing by. And the paint I'm using in the middle, I need to use up some latex semi-gloss house paint that I've also added some mead mixed with mead and white mixed with Floetrol and GAC 800, and it had some filaments. Not that they were drying badly, but I just want to use them up. And when I first started painting, I mixed house paint and Artist Loft white paint. So I'm thinking it's going to be a fine thing. Kind of don't even want to swipe that. Because I'm basically swiping. I'm not sure that I'm going to be spinning, although it's possible. I'm kind of thinking about something along the lines of fireworks, but I'm not sure. And I'm going to have to wait and see what I feel about the colors I'm contemplating. I'm contemplating some Poinsettia, which is a beautiful magenta red metallic. And also some true silver and opalite and things like that, all Prizm pours. Scrape off my spatula. Maybe I'll throw that in the bucket since the black and white is so mixed. Then I'm going to give myself a nice edge that I can push up into that white with any luck at all. Although I do seem to be quite close to the edge of the pool, which is kind of bugging me. There, I'm over it. I did this the other day and it gave me some ideas. Not that I'm using them right at the moment, but I do like the idea of the black background. It will sort of signify the sky if things go well, and if they don't go well, then it'll still be a black background and be kind of cool. It looks like a heavier layer even than I imagined, but I don't think that that's going to hurt anything, but it might provoke me to want to spin. It's daylight here, but we've got stormy weather and lightning outside, so if the power goes out suddenly, we do have batteries in the camera, but we won't have any lights. That might be unfortunate, so we're going to hope that that does not happen. Finally got my silicone mat back out of my water bucket. So I've learned a lesson. Don't let the paint dry on the mat. Clean the mat. Or I'm thinking I could just put a whole layer of paint on there and peel it all up, which might happen. I have had a few things in my paint, so if I keep an other eye out. Alright, so let's start with something simple like, not that. Yeah, I've got a break for this turntable. Just a box. But it'll keep it from spinning, which is very comforting. I'm going to start with some French silk because I can see it a lot better. Against the other paint. And I really thought I was going to unplug that today. And then I got distracted. Just put it everywhere. I love French silk. I'm going to use some true silver. Kind of like to keep some white negative space, but it's hard to tell what's going to happen. I'm not even sure how I'm going to go about swiping, or what will happen when I mix the opalite, the red, and I think I'm going to use some Primary Elements ginger flower. I might use it twice. And if I don't like what's happening, I'll probably do something else entirely. Okay, so this is the ginger flower. I try and be random, I really do. I don't think I do a great job of it, but I try. I've got something called Misty Veil. I've also got some red interference and some purple interference, actually. Violet interference. So let's do the Misty Veil. The Misty Veil has very purpley color shifting qualities to it, which I don't think is going to hurt anything at all. So here's the Opalite, another grayish tone that has other qualities to it. This might be weird without the gold, but there's nobody telling me what to do, so I can always add the gold if I want to. I think I'm going to pull in another color, but it's going to be in the same family. I think it's the Cosmos is a primary element, and I think that'll be beautiful in there, actually. I've also got Big Apple, which is another very red and might be sharply contrasting. This is the Poinsettia. I'm thinking that Big Apple might come in handy in a second. Now I'm making random patterns. Did I use the True Silver? I did. I didn't use any of the Chantilly lace. I think I have to try some of the Big Apple, even though it kind of freaks me out because it's such a different red. But it might make it really spectacular too. And it doesn't want to come out fast, which might be a favor to me right now. I think the tip is actually plugged inside. Yeah, I kind of like that. I don't like how slow it is. So I said I had interference red, and that's this. Just learning how to use the interferences. So far I haven't seemingly made a mistake. This is the violet. Do I want to put a little more poinsettia in there? Because I don't see that I used a lot. It's sort of the darker portion of this. That Cosmos is looking pretty slick. I like how that blended with the ginger flower. So I've got Aussie Floetrol with black and some, the black is Amsterdam black. I also have some Midnight Shadow that I kind of want to use. That's a Prizm Pour, and some P.E.s iridescent gold. So I'm going to experiment firstly with some of the Midnight Shadow. Try not to get too awful much on there. And then put the P.E.s on top. I've also got an iridescent blue. I've also got this color here, which is P.E.s. It's iridescent blue something. I can't remember having used this Midnight Shadow before. I do notice that after I stroke through once, I still have plenty of cell activators, so I'm inclined to use it. I need a scrape dish. I'm going to wish. I'm not going to worry about that. I've got beautiful, beautiful cells. I think I'm just going to keep right on using that until I use it up. Because I'm loving it. I was thinking about fireworks displays, but I'm not sure that that is this. I have more paint. I just want to drag some of it out and see what it does without the cell activator, because I know I can go back again. Should I use black? I don't think so yet. I'm not seeing any green, which is okay. I think I'm going to try some of this pink, but I don't really need it where I see that pink now. So I'll wait till my next stroke. If I'm patient, I can wait for a moment for the paint to the residual to come down off the acetate tool, which I should let you know there are tutorials, or there is a tutorial. I'm going to try the pink. Might try the pink. Yes, it's turning. I should put the brake back. Maybe it'll turn to just the perfect spot. I'm going down here. So far so good. I like a lot of things about that. It's bound to change an awful lot in the next few minutes. Why don't I try a straight up gold one? And I really could try some black, but I'm not ready for that yet. I lied. I'm not going to do straight gold. I'm going to do gold and pink. And that's not looking like it's working well at all, so I think I'm going to go back, grab some more blue. Go right over that. It was beginning to come up a little bit. I'm using my acetate tool because I keep seeing people use round end palette knives and I don't have one. I think I'd like to have one, but I think I should use what I've got for the moment. And I'm probably going to drag this right through. I'm still really liking what the blue is doing. So I'm going to go back to my original plan. Maybe it would be a good idea to put the top back on my black since I decided not to use it. Just sort of turn my tool sideways. Then I'm going to drag through the other colors. Seems like I probably should have tipped. A little late for that now. 20/20 hindsight. It's probably not. I probably could. But since I kind of like what I've got, I think I need a much smaller drag tool. I'm going to try this rectangular one if I can get it to dip. Right up the middle, even. Well, I'm kind of glad that worked. Well, I think it worked. I would generally do this on a dry black background. It does remind me of fireworks. I probably used more paint than I needed to. But the colors are fantastic. And no gold. Don't even know how I convinced myself to go without gold. I've got 3 minutes left to tell you guys I do sell my artwork. Add a few waggles. It looks like there's some gold in there, really, seriously. I don't know where it came from. Must be one of the color shifting colors. I do like leaving the non-celly areas, but I like the cell areas too. Yeah, you were waiting for it, weren't you? A spiral has occurred. I'm loving the poinsettia. I'll have to try this again and be willing to tip. I do like having some white paint in my spirals. They're like, they sort of are outstanding to me. I know it's like a lot of my other swipes, but I love this particular style is one of my favorites. So what else have I not told you? I haven't told you much of anything else. I have an Amazon link. It's on my Linktree. My Linktree has Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links, Facebook groups, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group is for students. I had a little tiny piece of canvas showing. I kind of wonder if I should dot some stuff, because I like dots. Still can't figure out where the gold came from because I didn't put any in. There, I think there will be dots. And the white in the center was pretty heavy. So I love you guys. I want you to take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. If you do check out my Linktree, check out the Galorist, clothing made in Montreal. And the Society 6 is awesome stuff. And if you want to see any of my designs added to anything, you have just to ask me. I do love putting spirals in. I will look for bubbles, because I really shouldn't torch. I still could, but it's not recommended with any level of house paint. Not that it ever kept me from doing it in the past, because in the very beginning I didn't know better and I did it. Alright, there's 1 minute left. I want to say thank you for all the kind words and the compliments that keep my morale boosted. And thank you for the donations that keep me painting. And don't forget that there's a 20% off coupon code underneath the video for Colour Arte, for Prizm Pours and Primary Elements and Vivid Polypore and Vivid Enamel. And if you shop there, it helps me out because I'm a Colour Arte affiliate. And I do recommend them. And I think if I'm really fast and I put this brake on, I might be able to get down and get funky. I like the blue. It might be my perfect fireworks. It might be my 4th of July painting. I love you guys. There might be a couple more spirals in here. I really don't know where that gold came from, but it looks kind of cool. Just a little here and there. So I love you guys. I think I told you that 3 times now. Please share my videos, give me a thumbs up, and watch longer. And I know you're loved and appreciated, and I will see you anon. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida, saying check that Linktree for Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter links too. Instagram's almost always current, and there's a lot of great reels there that are showing you